Dear students, let us see the last heading of the unit bilinear transformation. The transformation W equal to AZ plus bilinear. What's the meaning bilinear? So linear denote if it is linear polynomial, a polynomial with degree 1 is linear polynomial. A polynomial with degree 1 is linear polynomial. Right? Bilinear. You can see here two linear polynomials. AZ plus B by CZ plus D. Two linear polynomials. The transformation, that's why bilinear transformation. The transformation W equal to AZ plus B by CZ plus D, where AD minus BC not equal to 0. This A into D minus B into C not equal to 0, where A, B, C, D are complex constants. All this A, B, C, D are complex constants. Is called bilinear transformation. This transformation was introduced by Mobius, and hence the transformation is also called Mobius transformation. And listen here, you know we usually say A by B as ratio, A by B, which is A is to B, right? Similarly here, if you have 4 points in Z plane, Z1, Z2, Z3, Z4, then Z1 minus Z2 into Z3 minus Z4 by Z2 minus Z3 into Z4 minus Z1. This is called cross ratio of 4 points, okay? You just know the name, cross ratio of 4 points. In case if you have 3 points in Z plane, whose images are known in W plane, the 3 points, Z1 has image W1, Z2 has image W2, Z3 has image W3. So if 3 points in Z plane has its image in W plane, then we can find bilinear transformation with the help of W minus W1 into W2 minus W3 by W minus W3 into W2 minus W1 equal to Z minus Z1 into Z2 minus Z3 by Z minus Z3 into Z2 minus Z1. I show you example here. See, determine the bilinear transformation which maps these 3 points in Z plane whose images are these 3 points in W plane, Z1, Z2, Z3. Let us assume W1, W2, W3. Determine bilinear transformation. So we can find bilinear transformation when the points and its images are known. Just substitute, okay? That is what the remark says. We can find bilinear transformation, okay? And I said AD minus BC should not be 0, right? Because bilinear transformation is conformal only when dW by dZ is not equal to 0. We know W is f of Z, right? We know W from the beginning of the unit, we use W is equal to f of Z. F of Z, function of a complex variable, f of Z. W is f of Z. dW by dZ, that is f dash of Z. When W is f of Z, dW by dZ is f dash of Z. We have already studied in conformal mapping heading. See, the transformation is conformal if f dash of Z not equal to 0. That is dW by dZ not equal to 0. Bilinear transformation is conformal if dW by dZ is not equal to 0. We know what is W. Use U by V method. V square. Keep V differentiate U. Keep U differentiate V. Not equal to 0. Simplify. AD minus BC should not be 0. So the transformation is conformal only when AD minus BC not equal to 0. When AD minus BC is equal to 0, then the point is critical point. Because you know when f dash of Z not equal to 0, mapping is conformal. When f dash of Z is equal to 0, we obtain critical point, which we have already studied in conformal mapping. Okay. See, inverse of bilinear transformation is also conformal. Is also a bilinear transformation. Inverse of bilinear transformation is also a bilinear transformation. How do you find inverse of this transformation? Cross multiply, get all Z one side, find Z value, you will meet this. You need not worry, just know inverse of bilinear transformation is also a bilinear transformation. See, we know if you have 3 points in Z plane, which has its image in W plane, right? We discussed. If one of the such point is infinity, then the quotient should be replaced by 1. This you can understand only when we see such problem, okay? Bilinear transformation has at most 2 fixed points. You know, we have already studied in conformal mapping, the beginning of the unit, the heading, how fixed points can be obtained, right? When Z is equal to f of Z, put f of Z equal to Z. We know W is f of Z, put W is equal to Z. or put f of z is equal to z, we get fixed points. Put w is equal to z, simplify, we get fixed points. Here in bilinear transformation it has at most 2 fixed points, okay, at the most. See, definition of fixed point is given, which I have already given you in the heading conformal mapping, okay. Now we should do problems. Very important heading in part B. You can expect such question, okay, part B questions. Before doing problems, first you should know what is componendo dividendo rule. A by B is equal to C by D implies A plus B by C plus D, A minus B is equal to C plus D by C minus D, or this form. So we use, if we need, we use componendo dividendo rule. Determine the bilinear transformation which maps 3 points and 3 points in W plane. These 3 points in Z plane whose images are these 3 points in W plane. So when this is known, we know this formula helps us to get bilinear transformation. Let us substitute W1, W2, W3, Z1, Z2, Z3. Simplify. And this can further be simplified. I will get cancelled. Negative sign both sides will get cancelled. Now it looks like A by B equal to C by D. So we can use componendo dividendo rule. By componendo dividendo rule, A plus B by A minus B is equal to C plus D by C minus D. When you do minus D, minus Z plus 1. Now simplifying, again doing simplifying, our aim is to get bilinear transformation. We know bilinear transformation is of the form W is equal to AZ plus B by CZ plus D. So we should get W answer. In order to get W, listen here, get all W terms one side, other terms other side. Take W common, get W. W is equal to, which is of the form AZ plus B by CZ plus D, where A is 3i, B is 3i. CZ, C is minus 1, D is 3. I said A, B, C, D are complex constants. Right? If we say D is 3, the meaning is 3 plus I 0. Right? So every real number can be written as a complex number form. If I add I 0, 3 plus I 0. Right? A, B, C, D are complex constants, which looks like A Z plus B by C Z plus D, which is the answer to the problem. Let's see second problem. And if you look at second problem, we have 3 points in Z plane whose images in W plane. You can see one of the images infinity. When it is infinity, we have a remark, right? Let us substitute the points other than infinity. Except W3, let us substitute all. When you have W3, you should write the quotient by 1. The reason is here. Take this W2 minus W3 by W minus W3. To substitute infinity, what we do? We can do substitution infinity in the denominator, so that any term divided by infinity will become 0. So in order to get substitute infinity, let us take W3 common. Denominator W3 common. Now W3 get cancelled. When you substitute infinity, now any number by infinity is 0. Similarly 0. 0 minus 1 by 0 minus 1 is 1. That's why we said the quotient should be replaced by, if one of the point is the point of infinity, point at infinity, then the quotient which involved the point is replaced by 1. Okay? Which involved the point is replaced by 1. Okay, we have got W answer. Here you cannot use componendo dividendo rule, because here it looks like C by D, but here it is not of the form A by B. So you cannot use componendo dividendo rule here. So you should do ordinary simplification. Since denominator we have complex number, find its conjugate, multiply and divide, simplify, do ordinary simplification, you will get W is equal to AZ plus B by CZ plus D. Okay. Dear students, it is continuation of the problems of bilinear transformation. See, find the bilinear transformation of 3 points given, it's in images given. Very important heading, that's why I am giving you the third problem. Let us substitute all Z1, Z2, W1, W2, W3, etc. Do simplification, okay? Simplification. And strike out if any point, get any thing get cancelled. You can cross multiply this. Okay, to the maximum you try to simplify. To the maximum, okay, simplify. Now it is of the form a by b is equal to c by d. To the maximum simplify, then use componendo dividendo rule. A plus b by a minus b is equal to c plus d by c minus d, minus 1 minus z. Now simplify, find the answer of w, because we need w which is of the form az plus b by cz plus d, which is of the form az plus b by cz plus d. Okay, so I have given you some problems homework. Dear students, if you try, definitely you will not meet this answer. Those who have practice can meet this kind of answer. Okay, so most of you cannot get the answer here. So if you feel difficult to find answer, tell me, I solve it and I send to you. Okay, and we have fixed point homework also. We know w is equal to z to be substituted to find fixed points. We have done such problems in conformal mapping. Okay, that's why I have not done more problems here. Okay, then listen here. There are some different problems in bilinear transformation. They give us bilinear transformation. They may ask us to find the image of mod z less than 1. So mod z less than 1 is circle, you know, right? Z is x plus iy, mod z is root of x square plus y square. When you squaring both sides, x square plus y square less than 1. It is circle, interior of the circle less than 1. Equal to 1 denote exact circle. Less than 1 denote interior of the circle. Greater than 1 denote exterior of the circle. So it's interior of the circle. Find the image. Circle in z plane. Interior of the circle in z plane. What is its image in w plane is the question. Take the transformation. Okay. Find the answer of z so that you can use this. Okay. Data. Cross multiply. Since we need z value, let us get all z one side, other terms other side. Take z common. You can see this is called inverse bilinear transformation. I told you in the beginning, right? If w is equal to az plus b by cz plus d is bilinear transformation, then inverse bilinear its inverse will also be a bilinear transformation, right? Okay. Find z. Now mod z less than 1. So this portion will be less than 1. Our aim is to find answer in w plane. What is answer in w plane? Maybe answer may be in w or maybe in u and v, right? So in order to use mod z less than 1, from the bilinear transformation given, we find the value z, okay? So that you can use. We know modulus of a by b is mod a by mod b. Modulus of a into b is mod a into mod b. Mod a into mod b. Now, when you do modulus of a plus ib is equal to root of a square plus I square, right? Modulus of I is 1. Now you write in place of w u plus iv. Group real part, imaginary part. So square root of a square plus b square, here also a square plus b square. Squaring both sides, simplify. When you change inequality, listen here, when you change sign, inequality changes. Minus 4u is less than 0, 4u is greater than 0. When you change sign, inequality changes. U is greater than 0, okay? So image of mod z less than 1 is u greater than 0 in w plane. Let us draw region. X square plus y square less than 1. Interior of the circle. Center of the circle is 0, 0. Radius of the circle is 1. Which it transforms to u greater than 0. This is u greater than 0. This is u less than 0. U axis. This is u axis. U positive, u negative. U greater than 0 is throughout this half plane, right? Throughout this half plane, u is positive. Okay? Which completes this problem. See, second problem which is given to us homework. Bilinear transformation is given and you have to find the image of this. Right? It's not homework. The same problem, I think so. See, the same problem, like first problem of this method. The same problem which is asked in different way. See, under the transformation, w is equal to I minus z by I plus z, the same problem, right? Show that the transformation, so show that under the mapping or transformation, the image of this is entire half of the W plane. Entire half of W plane. Half of W plane may be upper half or lower half, or right half or left half, right? It is entire half of W plane to the right of imaginary axis. It is imaginary axis. V axis is imaginary axis. You have to show the region is the entire right of V axis, right? This side. So the same first problem and second problem, they are same. So second, you can see how first problem can be asked in another way, right? So the right of imaginary axis, this is imaginary axis, V axis. Right of imaginary axis is this one, right? This one. So hint I have given, right of imaginary axis is u greater than 0. The equation of right of imaginary axis is u greater than 0. If this side u less than 0, if upper half v greater than 0, lower half v less than 0, both sides v will be less than 0. So equation is v less than 0. Let us see such problems. Prove that w is equal to z by 1 minus z maps the upper half of z plane. You know, upper half of z plane is positive v axis, both sides v greater than 0. Upper half of z plane, that is y greater than 0, onto upper half of w plane, v greater than 0. Upper half of z plane is y positive, this side negative. This is both, on both sides it is positive. Upper half of w plane, both sides v is positive, so v is greater than 0. So we have to prove y greater than 0 in z plane is transformed to v greater than in w plane under the transformation z by 1 minus z. Okay, y greater than 0 in z plane is transformed to v greater than 0 in w plane. Let us take the given transformation. We have to find the image of y greater than 0. To get image of y greater than 0, first you need what is y. To find y, first you need what is z. Let us cross multiply. Get all z one side. Get other terms other side. Take z common. Find the answer of z. If you see first and second problem, they have asked image of mod z less than 1. So with this answer we complete. But here question is find the image of y greater than 0. So we need y. So let us write z as x plus iy. W as u plus iv. And denominator we have complex number. Multiply and divide by its conjugate. Cross, then simplify. Simplify. Get real part, imaginary part. Since we need y, equating imaginary part both sides. Equating imaginary part both sides. When y is greater than 0, this part is greater than 0. That is v is greater than 0. Let us show in diagram. Y is greater than 0 in the upper half of z plane. V is greater than 0 in the upper half of W plane. Upper half of W plane is V positive. These two varies, but V remains same, right? Positive V. Okay. And the fourth problem is given to us homework. Show that W is equal to Z minus 1 by Z plus 1 maps imaginary axis in the Z plane. What is imaginary axis? Imaginary axis in Z plane. Z plane. Equation of imaginary axis. Imaginary axis is y. Equation of imaginary axis is x equal to 0. Imaginary axis in the z plane is y axis. Equation of y axis is x equal to 0. On y axis x will be 0. So equation is x equal to 0 in z plane. Transforms to mod w equal to 1 circle. Circle in z w plane. I am sorry, here you please correct it. It is w plane. Mod w equal to 1 in w plane. So you have to show, okay. First you find what is z from this. Later you write z as x plus iy. Simplify right hand side. Get x answer. Equating real part both sides. Get x answer. Equate x answer to 0. You should get u square plus v square equal to 1. Otherwise mod w equal to 1. So imaginary axis, I have darkened the axis. You can see. Equation of y axis, that y axis is x equal to 0. And this is u square plus v square equal to 1. If it is less than 1, we shade region. If it is equal to 1, it denote the circle, the boundary, right? Homework, okay? Dear students, it is continuation of the same heading, bilinear transformation. And this is again, see, they have given 3 points in Z plane, 3 points, its images in W plane. You have to find first bilinear transformation. After finding bilinear transformation, you should show that under the transformation, the upper half of Z plane is transformed to interior of the circle. Upper half of Z plane is y greater than 0. Transformed to interior of the circle in W plane. U square plus V square less than 1. Mod W less than 1. Okay. First you have to find transformation. If you see these problems, they have given transformation. And we simply proved. But this problem is different. You have to find transformation. After finding transformation, you should prove extra question. Okay. First you prove this is the transformation. Later prove upper half of Z plane. That is upper half of Z plane is y positive. Mod W less than 1. Okay. Next find the bilinear transformation that maps. Also find fixed point. First you find bilinear transformation. A very simple answer. Okay. Because 2 of the points are 0 and 1 is infinity. Very simple. To find fixed point, put W is equal to Z. Z equal to 1 by Z. Z square equal to 1. Z equal to plus or minus 1. Okay. Next you see, listen here, this heading actually comes under the first heading of the unit. I forgot to tell you, that's why I take it now. Okay. Very important heading for 2 marks. Okay. F of Z is, you know, analyticity implies differentiability. What is the definition of analytic function? A function f of Z is analytic at the point Z equal to A. If it is differentiable at the point Z equal to A, and it's differentiable at every point of some neighborhood of Z equal to A. Analyticity implies differentiability. F of Z is not analytic when derivative does not exist. When derivative does not exist, f of Z is not analytic. Okay. So when derivative will not exist, when f dash of Z tends to infinity. When f dash of Z approaches infinity, f dash of Z does not exist. When derivative does not exist, f of Z is not analytic. Okay. F of Z is not analytic where f dash of Z tends to infinity. They use word ceases. Okay. When f of Z ceases to be analytic. F of Z ceases to be analytic when f dash of Z tends to infinity. F of Z is not analytic. That is asked in different way. Ceases to be analytic. Okay. Find it where each of the following functions ceases to be analytic. That is where f of Z is not analytic is the question asked. So f of Z is given. And we know the remark says function ceases to be analytic when f dash of Z approaches infinity. When f dash of Z will become infinity when denominator is 0. Find f dash of Z. F dash of Z will become infinity when denominator is 0. So when f dash of Z approaches infinity, when denominator is equal to 0. That is Z square minus 1 equal to 0, Z equal to plus or minus 1. So when Z takes plus 1 or minus 1, you can see when Z is plus 1 or Z is minus 1, f dash of Z will become infinity. So f of Z is not analytic when Z is plus 1 or minus 1. Okay. I hope you have understood. See similar problem. Find f dash of Z. When f dash of Z will become infinity when denominator becomes 0. When denominator will become 0, when Z takes plus I or minus I. When Z is plus I square is minus 1 plus 1, 0. Any term divided by 0 is infinity. So when Z takes plus I or minus I, f dash of Z will become infinity. When f dash of Z approaches infinity, f of Z is not analytic. Okay. Question is f of Z ceases to be analytic when Z is plus I or minus I. Same thing which is given to us homework. Okay. Fourth problem, you can see f dash of Z. There is no denominator here. So f dash of Z exists everywhere. So f of Z is analytic everywhere. There is no denominator here to make this term infinity. Okay. So f dash of z exists everywhere. Hence f of z is analytic everywhere. Last problem. It is tan square z. Tan sin square z by cos square z. Use u by v method. You can equate denominator to 0 so that f dash of z will become infinity. I have simplified. If you want, you do simplification. Otherwise, equate denominator to 0. When denominator is 0, f dash of z will become infinity. That is cos z is equal to 0. Whether cos cube z is cos z into cos z into cos z equal to 0. That is cos z is 0. We know cos pi by 2 0, cos 3 pi by 2 0, cos 5 pi by 2 0, etc. So function ceases to be analytic when z takes values pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, etc. For many values, function is not analytic. Okay. The unit is over.